Davis in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Temple Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, Reese. I spoke with the 49ers head coach pregame. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The 49ers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to fire from the pistol. Sets his feet. It's Boykin. It's dropped after taking the hit. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw on 3rd. Left side is Hardy. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give on the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Boykin. He's got the back in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Middleton. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sets his feet, it's Harrell. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Out wide right, it's Middleton. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. And the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're testing the right side here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man, it's Shepard. Setting up the screen. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll try to pop the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. gets it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Middleton. There he goes. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide left, it's Boston. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Going to the run, it's Middleton. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well run him again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The run inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, it's Shepard. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Charlotte. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Motion from the wideout. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Working the ground game. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Shepard. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Smith. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
That's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Off play action. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Temple lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 8 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
They were all over it.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The 49ers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Hits inside. It's Middleton. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the 49ers are rolling down the field. Scanning the field, it's Harrell. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Niners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The handoff. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now on first down from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, kill it, kill it. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Shepard. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Takes the easy one to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
Drops back on first down. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Makes the grab down the middle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to ride this running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Searching for space. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Shepard. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
28, Drew. Icy.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the field. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Smith. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Shepard. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Smith. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Smith takes the handoff. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Punt is in the air. All the way back to his 5-yard line. And they'll stop him right there on the return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Shepard. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.